Maybe Philippe, you can just make the short introduction. This is the very last on the workshop for the version 3, and then you will get all the information, and we can continue the discussion if there are questions during the last minutes of the workshop.
Okay, and just before that, I would like to come back to, there was 2 questions from Arrays, technical ones about the markers. And I was not so clear before, so just to be clear. So the first question was if at some point, so if you upload parcels, a first data set, and then if you upload a new one with a new parcels inside, what's about the markers extraction? And in fact, we cross-checked with Laurentiu also. And in this case, all the markers will be re-extracted again, and not only the new the markers corresponding to the new parcels. So this is the first question. And the second question was about the dependency between the different processors. So for example, if you, and that I can answer also, so if you launch the markers database processor, in fact, it will create a pool of files with the markers values. It will also expose the markers to the API service. But then after, if you want to launch a L4C product, it will use these extracted values in the L4C. So all the extraction will not have to be done again. I just wanted to add that because it was not clear before. And now we can see what's new, what will be new in version 3.0. It will be quite short, and it was already mentioned. I don't know if you see my screen. Yeah. So the main improvement will be the new web interface, and it will enable you to better visualize the parcels, the markers from the markers database. The visualization also of the raster data will be improved. There will be also, for now, some parameters still need to be changed or operated through a console. And now the configurator will be included in the web interface, so you will have more possibility to change the parameters inside directly on the web interface. And about the security, we discussed about it, but apparently there will be more security, but I don't know much what does it mean. Maybe Laurentiu or Cosmin, you can comment that with authentication tokens usage.
So this is about the website and for example, the marker API, which you will be able to access from, let's say, from outside of that virtual machine. You will be able to more safely expose that and open that port. And you'll also be able to set up an HTTPS certificate if you can obtain one, like if you buy one or if you set up Let's Encrypt or something like that. But we don't acquire the certificate automatically. Like it's not something you.
So it's specific to the web interface and the
yes,
markers.
But even now you can already set up an Apache or Nginx server and use it for TLS termination. So you can get HTTPS today without any of those changes, if you have an IT person that can set it up.
Okay, thank you for the precision. And as a teasing, I will just show you a bit how the web interface will look like. So some parts of it will be quite the same as before. So you can see here the sites tab. But as I said, the visualization of the data will be improved, and you will be able to check the parcels to check the markers, also to produce temporal profiles by selecting the markers that you want to see. And there will be a new tab, configurations, where you will be able to change some parameters, some general parameters of the system, but also parameters for the different processors, and also the preprocessing, for example. That's it for the version 3, which is planned to be released in April, if everything goes fine.
And we will rediscuss internally the different points that were raised during the workshop to see if we
also, yeah,
version 3. But yeah, this was the initial plan before the workshop. Thank you. So feel free to ask your question. I see that Marcin from Cryodeas has joined us. So if there are specific, if the discussions, the discussion on the security wants to continue on the chat. So there is no someone from Cryodeas here. So I think, Philippe, there is still one question from Arrays for you about the update of the GSAA along the season, and maybe one question for our IT team on the installation for CAP on the German cloud.
So for Array's question first, so you don't have to re-upload the whole data set. You have some option, and one option is to just add new parcel to the data set. That is already imported in the system. And about the user control on the web interface, it's better than Lawrence, you answer.
I think.
And yeah, it was answered in the chat. Yeah, sorry.
Then there is the installation of the German cloud, but I must say that on our side, this is a cloud on which we did not work so far. So I am not sure this will be easy to answer on the chat, at least. Okay. I think that we are close to the end of this technical session. I hope that we have been able to answer some of your questions, at least the most important ones about the version 2 of the system. So this version is available for download on the website, on GitHub. Don't hesitate to go on the forum to ask your questions. There are already questions that have been answered there, so you can also rely on that. We will take care that new questions are answered rather rapidly. All the presentations from the workshop yesterday and today will be uploaded on the website also. I've been asked for the recording, for the chat, so we will clean a bit the resources, but we will make an effort to make as many things available as possible. I really would like to thank you very much for this session. This was super interactive. I hope that we did not miss any important questions, but thank you very much for the participation and all the questions. So it reflects the interest. It reflects also the fact that many of you have already used and tested the system, and so don't hesitate to contact us if you need any additional support to achieve your tests and to go one step further. If you have also suggestions for the future, even if the future will be short, there is also a dedicated section on the forum on that. So feel free to post there. Benjamin, I don't know if you want to say some words before concluding.
Thanks for that, Sophie. No, I think you have done a marvelous job to introduce the newer functionalities. As we discussed the other day or yesterday, actually, that there is interest to keep this alive and use this as much. And I see this in the chat. There is a lot of questions, and I hope we can make this useful also in the future. So please voice your interest. As Sophie said in the forum, that's a good idea to collect these, and we will make the best efforts we can to see how we can address this and respond to it in the future. So otherwise, in this moment, I just think we should start using the version 2 and see how there will be more use of it in this season in 2021.